Hello grade 7 students. Today I am going to teach you the first lesson of your third term. The lesson is ratios. By learning this lesson, you will be able to divide the quantity in a given ratio. Further, find the total value or the values of the other terms when the value of a term of a ratio is given, and you can do applications with the lesson ratios. So, I would like to introduce the lesson ratio. You cannot do anything without knowing the knowledge of ratio, because when you are going to make a tea, you can't make it properly if you don't have enough knowledge of ratios, because you have to add sugar, milk. Likewise, you should know about the quantities of each ingredients. So, by learning this lesson, it will be a great opportunity to make easy day-to-day works. So, by learning this lesson, first of all, I would like to introduce what are the characteristics of ratios. These are the characteristics of ratios. A ratio is, simply we can introduce, ratio is a relationship between two or more quantities in the same units. Again, ratio is a relationship between two or more quantities in the same units. When we are expressing a ratio, all the quantities are given in the same unit. And you should keep in mind that there are no units in ratios. So, we should be able to write ratios in simplest form. These are the characteristics of the ratios. So, I would like to move to the next part. Ratios and equivalent ratios. Imagine I have given an example. The number of boys in a class is 20 and the number of girls in that class is 25. So we can write the ratio boys to girls. Then we can write the numbers 20 to 25. We can pronounce that 20 is to 25 or 20 to 25. Further, earlier I have mentioned that we should denote a ratio in the simplest form. What is the method of writing a ratio in simplest form? We can divide the ratio in the same number. 20 is divided by 5. Answer is 4. 25 divided by 5. Answer is 5. Now, the ratio changes to 4 to 5. So, 4 and 5 are called the terms of the ratio. Okay, now I will move to the next part. I have given 2 liters and 750 milliliters expressed as a ratio. I have mentioned the characteristics of ratios. Here, the second one was no units to ratios. So, and the units should be in the same. 2 liters and here milliliters. We cannot write 2 to 750. Reason, the units are different. So, we have to convert the units into one same unit. This is the method. We can write liters, 2 liters. By converting into milliliters, it is 200 milliliters. Now we can write 2000 milliliters to 750 milliliters. This is the actual ratio between 2 liters and 750 milliliters. It is 2000 to 750. So keep in mind that when you are converting, when you are expressing given ratio, you have to convert the given numbers into same unit. Okay, now next one. Equivalent ratio. You have learned that earlier, the term equivalent. You have written equivalent fractions, and this is very same to that. This is equivalent ratio. When you are converting equivalent fractions, you have multiplied the both denominator and the numerator divided or multiplied by a same number. Likewise, when you are writing equivalent ratios, you can both multiplied and divided the given terms of the ratio by a same number. I have written the ratio 2 to 3. I am going to write the equivalent ratio to the ratio 2 to 3. I am going to multiply 2 by 3 and keep in mind that when you are multiplying, you have to multiply by the same number. This is 6 and this is 9. This is the new ratio 6 to 9. This is the equivalent ratio for 2 to 3. Further, I am multiplying 2 by 4 and further 3 by 4. 2 times 4 is 8 and 3 by 4 is 12. This is also an equivalent ratio for the 2 to 3 ratio. And this is the method of multiplication. And I have mentioned another example, 25 to 100 to 125. This can be done by dividing a common number. We can divide 25 by 25. It's 100 by 25. It's 4. 125 by 25. It's 5. This is an equivalent ratio for 25 to 100 to 125. You can keep in mind that when we are writing equivalent ratios, the method, multiplication method and the dividing method, but the number should be the same. Dividing or multiplying, the number should be same. Through that we can write equivalent ratios. Convert into simplest form. You can remember the method of writing these numbers by its highest common factor. Okay, now let's move to the next part of this lesson, ratios. Convert into simplest form. If you ask to write the simplest form of the ratio, so you have to make it simplest way. What is that? It is if the given terms of ratios given by divided by a same number, you can do that. Example 28 to 24. When you are looking at these two numbers or these two terms, you can realize that 28 and 24 can be divided by 2. So you can do 22 is divided by 2 and 24 is divided by 2. 22 divided by 2, answer is 14. And 24 is divided by 2, it's 12. This is an equivalent ratio for the 28 to 24. And further you are looking at these two numbers, you can realize 14 and 12 also can divide it by 2 again. This is 7 and this is 6. 7 and 6 cannot be divided by a common number. So, this is the simplest form of the ratio. This cannot be divided by another number. Only one is divisible by 7 and 6. So, this is the simplest form of the given ratio. Keep in mind that when you are given a ratio, make it to the simplest form. Okay, now I will go through with the next part of this lesson. Dividing in a ratio. Why we need this ratio? When we are learning this lesson, we have to solve problems like this. Read out when question. 1,500 rupees was divided between Sumudu and Kumudu in the ratio 2 to 3. Find the each divided. This is the question you have given related to the lesson ratio. Whatever the amount Sumudu and Kumudu get the amount according to a ratio. When Sumudu gets 2 parts, Kumudu gets 3 parts. That is the meaning of that the ratio. So the total amount is 1,500. This 1,500 should be divided within Sumudu and Kumudu with the ratio 2 to 3. So, when Sumudu gets 2, Kumudu gets 3. How many total parts are there? 2 plus 3, it's 5 parts are all together. So, 1,500 rupees should be divided by 5. Then we can calculate 1 part or 1 unit equals 300. 1 unit equals 300. But Sumudu owns 2. So 2 by 300. Answer is 600. When Sumudu gets 2 parts, Kumudu gets 3 parts. So 3 should be multiplied by 300. Answer is 600 and this is 900. The question asks, what is the amount each get? So we can write Sumudu gets 600 rupees and Kumudu gets 900 rupees. This is the answer. And keep in mind that you have to mention the units here. So, this is the method of solving this type of questions. And finally, after getting the answer, you can correct your answers. The total amount is 1,500 rupees. When you are adding those two values, you can obtain the total amount. It is 1,500. Okay, I hope that is clear for you. I will turn to the next. Here you have given another question. When we are reading, it is clear. You have given sugar and flour were mixed in the ratio 2 to 5 to prepare a mixture for a sweetmeat. If the mass of sugar used was 750 grams, find the total mass of the sweetmeat mixture. Now you have given the ratio, and you have given also the amount of sugar, and you have to find the total mass. These are very important when you are solving this question. This is very important. So sugar and flour mixed to the ratio 2 to 5. Sugar amount is 750 grams. 3 units means 750 grams. If 1, so you have to divide the given mass by 3. So 1 unit equal 250 grams. Altogether there are 3 plus 5, 8 units. The mixture included 8 parts. If 1 part equal 250 grams, 8 parts. So you have to multiply 250 grams by 8. Answer, it's 2000 grams. It is equal to 2 kilograms. Answer is 2 kilograms. Total mass. You asked to find the total mass, so we have got the answer 2 kilograms. If you ask what is the amount of flour in the sweetmeat mixture, so you have to multiply 250 grams by 5. Answer is 1250 grams. So hope that you will get an idea about the lesson ratio. So you can continue the exercises in this lesson. Lesson number is 21. When you are doing after these questions, you can go through with the exercise in your textbook. So hope you will get something from this lesson and stay safe. Thank you.